As the first civilization, the Sumerians were great inventors. Many of their achievements are just as important today. They were the ones who invented the wheel. Scholars think the potter's wheel probably came first, and then the Sumerians turned it on its side to make chariots and carts, and even toys with wheels. The Sumerians also made the first plow, a big step forward. Their plows were made of bronze, pulled by oxen. To irrigate their fields, they used a shaduf, or water wheel, just like the ancient Egyptians. In their cities, the Sumerians were the first to use the arch, so important to the Romans later. Though their mud brick cities have not survived, like the stone pyramids of Egypt, archaeologists have revealed the impressive remains of their architecture. But the Sumerians' most important invention was writing. From their earliest pictographs, or little drawings, they soon moved on to develop a host of characters which stood for sounds. Most of what we know about the Sumerians comes from the tablets they left behind. Dr. Stephen Tinney of the University of Pennsylvania is an expert on this writing system called cuneiform. He's using a stylus with a wedge-shaped point, just like the Sumerians did to make their symbols.
And you can see that it's roughly a triangle, and that's why the writing is called cuneiform, because cuneus means triangle in Latin.
The university's Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology has a collection of lots of tablets inscribed by children in school about 4,000 years ago. This tablet has room for the teacher to write on the left and the student on the right.
A schoolboy describes what a hard time he's been having at school. This says in Sumerian, En nutarabi inim she inim mu nuzue. In this passage, the schoolboy is telling his father what a bad day he's had. He was late, so he was beaten. He spoke in class, so he was beaten. His handwriting was no good, so he was beaten. All in all, he gets beaten about 10 times in the course of this day. And the upshot is that he wants his father to invite the teacher home for a nice dinner, so that the teacher will be a little kinder to him.
If a Sumerian boy worked hard and did his lessons well, he might aspire to become a scribe, someone who specialized in writing. Most of the tablets found by archaeologists are records or lists, but the Sumerians also wrote great literature, poetry, and history. The tricky thing is, civilizations which followed in this area, like the Assyrians and the Babylonians, used the same writing system to write their very different languages.